Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special video. If you've been following our channel, this car needs no introduction. It's our F90 M5, and you've seen how it's been performing at VMAX on its current setup, which is essentially our stage 2 with race fuel and methanol. Next to us we have Ricky's car, which he's just picked up, and that's completely stock at the moment. So the plan for both of these cars is to take them to the next level. Ricky's jumped in on our build, so he wants to do the same thing as us. So the plan is to have an RK Autoworks forged engine build with hybrid turbos, and then tune the cars to get around 900 to 1000 horsepower depending on what fuel we're going to run in them. So what we're going to do is get these cars into the workshop, take the turbos off, send them to Raza at RK Autoworks so he can do the hybrid on them. He'll ship them back over and himself, and then he's going to come over, do the engine builds for us, and after he's done that, we're going to tune these cars and hopefully be ready for the next VMAX. So the engine's out of the car and we've stripped it down to the block, so we can take a quick look at the parts that are going to go into this engine to make it stronger so we can run more power than we have been. So we've got a set of hybrid turbos which are based on the Garrett 3076R in the stock housings, and over here we have the parts that are actually going to strengthen the engine. So we've got Carrillo rods and CP pistons, and also RK have rebalanced the crank to suit the new rods and pistons. Over here we've got a set of new bearings going in, so these are King bearings and they're coated with DLC, just makes them a little bit more hard wearing. So we're going to do a time stop motion on that engine so you can actually see it being built up. In the meanwhile, we have actually built Ricky's engine already. So this is now built up with the same parts that we're going to use on our engine, and it's ready to go in the car once the ancillaries are on. If you want to see more about his build, you can do so on his channel. So let's get this engine built up and let's get this back in our car so we can start tuning it. The engine is now assembled, and I've got Raza from RK Autoworks with me now, so he can run through what has actually been done to this and why it needs to be done if you want to run more than anything than stage 2 power on one of these cars. So Raza, over to you.
So this would be one of our stage 3 motors. It's got a set of forged rods, pistons, rebalanced crankshaft, aftermarket bearings, coated bearings. It's got turbos on it. There's a few other little modifications, nothing drastic, but that would be our what we call our stage 3. 3076 GTX series Gen 2. They're in the stock housing, so they're technically a hybrid turbo. These turbos are good for about 1,000 to 1,100 brake horsepower, make around 850 to 880 at the wheels. And this motor, you should be good for around 1,500 horsepower. The limiting point right now is probably going to be turbine housings, which we have in the works, but for now, this setup is good for around 1,100.
So you are working on another set of turbos now, so you're going to casted housings?
Yes, we have casted housings on the way. That'll increase power by another 200, 250 horsepower, so that is on the way. It's one of those, so if you have a set of 3076, it's not like you have to buy a whole new turbo. We'll offer it as just a turbine housing upgrade, so you just swap out the housings, don't need to send anything in. If you have 3076, 3071, 3576, or 3582, you have 4 options of the direction you want to go with the housings.
Okay, and people probably want a little bit of background because they're probably wondering why I've actually got you to come over and show us how to build the engines and use all of your parts.
Oh yeah.
So I've known Raza for probably around 10 years. I met him when he was 19 and he developed a supercharger kit for his E39 M5 while he was still in college.
Yeah, with Jane.
And he needed someone to tune the car, so he contacted us and we helped him do the initial tuning on it. And the reason why I've got him over is he's very well versed with the S63 TU engine, and there wasn't anyone else I wanted to have do the work on it. And he obviously knows what he's talking about. So I'm looking forward to seeing how far we can push this platform now.
Yeah, we'll get this pretty far, and then if it doesn't get where we want, we'll just make more parts to get where we want.
Cool.
Ryan Little.
Japan.
So now the engine build is complete on my car. Really like to thank Raza for coming over and actually developing the S63 TU44 engine further. Hopefully the turbos are going to deliver what we want, and if they don't, then there is scope for changing the housings, as Raza mentioned during the build process, so we can make even more power. So mine's done, Ricky's is also buttoned up, and they have the third one on the ramp there. Hopefully that will be done in a couple of days also. So now my job is to do the tuning on this car. We're going to start off with just methanol injection and pump gas, see how far we can go, and then we're going to move on to race gas. VMAX at this point is only 2 weeks away, so I've got 2 weeks to get this running exactly how I want it. VMAX will be a bit of a shakedown, so hopefully we'll get some good data logs from there and then be completely ready for the next one in October. If you guys want to follow Ricky's build, you can do so on his channel. He's been documenting the whole process, but I'm really excited about seeing what this can do now. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you'd like to watch more of this project, you can do so over here. If you'd like to watch what YouTube suggests you might like from our other videos, you can watch that over here. If you like this video, please click on the thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. If you guys have any questions, please drop them in the comment section and we'll do our best to answer them for you.